maltinha daqui com vocês é RubenK e sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Bem, no último episódio tivemos a fazer esta região de Kent aqui, foi quente, não. E bora lá para mais uns episódios. Para mais um episódio, viva. Não, Dredd.
Where is he? Where is Sigurd? He's alive, but not with you. Where is he?
Dag, not now. I need to speak with Randvi.
You never found him, did you? Tell us, Eivor. We deserve the truth.
I need to speak with Randvi. Step aside, now.
You never found him, because you didn't look.
Estou sim?
Bom dia, Ruben.
Bom dia.
É António Carvalho aqui da residência da Escola de Enfermagem, colega. Tudo bem, ok?
Sim.
Olha, tu ontem estiveste aqui a fazer serviço, correto?
Sim.
Então, olha lá, tu à tarde não teve cá uma oficina de limpeza?
Não. Não veio.
Ok, está bem então. Tá, obrigado.
Alô.
Tchau, abraço.
I see you, Eivor. I know what you are.
Eivor, you come alone. I fear what that means for Sigurd.
Yeah.
I could not find him. That madwoman Folke, she slipped away. Took him to Sussex. We need an army. Call on our alliances. Remind them of their oath to me. We must act before...
Before...
Die.
Before what, Eivor?
She tortured him, Randvi. Did unspeakable things. Severed his arm and left it as a gift. I fear she means to kill him. Slowly.
Gods.
Bora lá. Mas antes, vamos ver aqui umas cartas. Ok. Bora lá.
Eivor! Eivor!
O que é que foi? Ele está a chamar.
Face me, Eivor! Stop there, wolf-kissed! This ends now.
Hã?
Dag, turn around and walk away.
Your habits are not my own, Eivor. I do not flee responsibility for the sake of my glory. I stand firm with my people. For many months, I have stood at your side, keeping faith in Sigurd's judgment, because I believed in him and his vision. Do as Eivor commands, he told me. And I have. Against my better judgment, I did as you have asked me. And where has that left us? Without a Jarl? Without a purpose? watching you chase glory around this land like a spooked hare!
You could have come to me in confidence, Dag, but that offer is gone.
I have no need of it. My mind is fixed. Hear me all! I challenge Eivor for the leadership of this clan until Sigurd is safe home.
Walk away, Dag.
No! We fight to the death!
Oh,
You spew nonsense, Dag. This is absurd.
Enough! Let the circle be made!
sério?
I'll farm you like a suckling pig!
Please! Please, both of you!
Is that the best you can do? You've gone soft!
I do not want to do this! Walk away!
What's the matter, Eivor? Are you scared?
Only for what I must do. Do you not see? I would grant you exile. Leave this place, but go with your life.
Spare me your pity and fight!
So be it. You leave me no choice.
Please! Please, both of you!
You could have waited. You could have come with me. You are a fool, Dag. You see where it has gotten you.
Silence!
Calma, excelente.
Eivor, you... If I had any pity, I would not lavish it on this poor fool. He forced my hand. Yes, and the cost of disrespect is death. You said it yourself. All he demanded, you gave him. That should be enough. I have no need for one so fragile in my hall of heroes. He fought for what he believed in. Does that not count for something? Does it? You killed him all the same. What is the true cost of disrespect? The choice lies with you. You should not have come to this, old friend. But you gave no quarter in life, and you will receive none in death. Go to your homes. I will lay him to rest. Go to your homes! Dag accused me of betrayal. He accused me of breaking my oath. And this is the answer I gave him. Now you will hear the truth unbanished. None more than me wishes for Sigurd's safe return. You know this. You know this. All of you. And I will burn the fields and dredge the rivers of Wessex to find him. That is my oath. That is my oath. I will find Sigurd. You will not be without your Jarl, as I promise.
Que triste, maltinho.
Dag. You lived as you died, proud and defiant. I cannot begrudge you for that. Wherever you now roam, I wish you well. I'm sorry that such a fire grew between us.
Bora lá. Queria ver se conseguia falar com o Arthur. Eu acho que ainda não tinha coisa para não.
Good morrow, Eivor. I am sorry for what happened with Dag. It could not have been easy. May he rest in peace.
Gotham is dead, nameless and alone across the open sea.
A master of the Order hewn from the trunk of their dying tree. You are getting closer to the roots.
I don't think.
I have to go.
Estação cheia. Mais uma carta. Esse é que tinha tudo. Cama, sapuchai, moca secreto, sofrimento, blá 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 blá. Mispo não sei das contas.
Eivor, out the gate? How do you feel, Eivor?
I would rather not talk about it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Não são
Come
mais.
to me. I want to see the Alliance map.
Bem, a gente acho que precisamos de para sucesso, né? Oh, problema.
What about Lincolnshire?
Não.
A rather boisterous man named Hunwald arrived recently, wishing to speak with you. On a matter of great importance, he said.
Where is he now?
Down at the docks, carousing with my scouts and scaring the fish from the river. He waits for you with great eagerness.
Era Lincolnshire. Se calhar até vou para lá. E a hora que é 190, esta 250. É que se é 170. É isso.
What about Lincolnshire?
É isso.
A rather boisterous man named Hunwald arrived recently, wishing to speak with you. On a matter
Mas
of
era
great
aquele norte, depois
importance,
vou cá
he
para baixo.
said.
Where is he now?
Down at the docks, carousing with my scouts and scaring the fish from the river. He waits for you with great eagerness.
Ok, bora Lincolnshire. Depois se calhar faço Access e Success.
He sounds charming. I will meet him at once.
Protect your ears.
Ainda está aqui embaixo, é?
yourself in the rough in the company of... You may think this odd, but our lively chatter here has inspired in me a short poem. May I recite it for you?
Go on, Lord the Boy. Make me tremble.
Oh, indeed, I shall try. I call it Ode to a Hungry Flame.
Another skald come to join us.
Me? Oh, goodness, no. I'm no skald, no. Just a humble nobleman with an interest in versification. An amateur, really. Shall I continue?
I'm not here to judge your poems, Lord. Speak your purpose or down your mead.
Yes. Sorry. I have come with the hope of meeting Eivor, the great warrior of this clan. If such an audience is possible.
You're talking with him now, and you are?
Ah, by God's blood, my day begins with a lash of good fortune. I am Hundwald, loyal son of Lord Hunbeor, the current alderman of Lincolnshire. May God keep and cure him. You see, my father is ailing, and in his delirium, evil men have corrupted his judgment. A secret and powerful order, if the whispers are true. Only a month ago, without forewarning, Mercian soldiers chased me, his only son, from my home. I know not why, but I do know my father would never have ordered my exile.
Outcast from your family. That's a hard road to walk.
Could one of your clan help me return to Lincoln? March beside me through the city gates and set me at my father's noble feet once again.
It may be we can help you, but we'll want something in return. An alliance between our clan and yours.
And you shall have it. My father is a great friend of the Danes, in spite of the recent wars.
Okay.
You sing a sad song, Hunwald of Lincolnshire. A son robbed of his father's protection, now desperate to prove his honor. How far will you go to regain it? To a bloody end?
Oh, indeed. I will plunge into the heat of battle to defend my father, knowing our cause is a righteous one.
All right, young lord. My clan has need of me just now. But when I'm ready, we'll find your father together and right the wrongs you've suffered.
Okay.
God praise you, Eivor.
I won't be leading you into the heart of the shield wall, but there will be danger. I want your word. You will follow my orders to the ruin.
I am yours to abuse.
If it comes to that.
I'll wait for you in my safe haven, Bottleston to the northeast. From there, we shall make our way to Lincoln.
Goodbye, Lord Boy. Safe travels.
God bless and keep you all.
I fear I may be escorting that boy to his own execution.
That might shut him up.
Onde é que é? Lincolnshire.
Let's see you all.
Hã? Ah, aqui. Ok. Posso ir viajar daqui para aqui, imediatamente. Faço já... Aliás, faço daqui para aqui. E depois já sou... sincronizar ali. Sim. Pelo menos estou mais perto. Ai.
To the Swan Road!
Tá.
Let the sail out!
Ali é onde estão aqueles pássaros todos. Eu aqui é ali. Depois dali vão lá para baixo. Yep. Desculpa.
Sail down! Save it for...
Eu vou até lá acima. Torre mestre? Eu percebi que estava aqui.
Show me what lies ahead. Sail! Catch the wind! Let's have a song.
Acho que estás um bocadinho perto da margem, mas agora não. Oi? É isso.
Hush,
Mas Agora que vocês estão a chegar cá, caralho, é para começar a cantar.
Let's sail! Dock the ship here. My eyes, Sunan.
Ninguém perguntou nada. Acho que isto é o que dá tatuagens. Tatuagem. É isso.
Oh, have you seen Ramon the past week? We set off.
Que é que tu vai ser apontado, né?
Should have been back by now.
Think I'll go fishing tomorrow. Hope the stew's hot today. The priests all prattle on about faithfulness and sin, but they spend more time.
Go, Sunan.
Para ver se paras.
Show me.
Não.
Se stonta magan secet heora uivas.
Caraca, está bem difícil. Eu só queria ir ali.
So this is Hunwald's safe haven.
If we be a Mercian Shire today, tomorrow the kingdom of Lindsay will rise again as free.
Está lá fundo. Não é que é?
Hunwald, who is this stranger?
Eivor, come, sit. Bread and ale, please, alewife. I have been discussing my delicate situation with Alfgar here.
Lord.
He is a nobleman like me, one of Lincolnshire's sturdy thanes.
Hunwald's idea of sturdy is a mug of ale that won't tip over.
Alfgar has pledged his loyalty to my family, the House of the Ferocious Swan. With his influence and your might, we shall rid Lincolnshire of the ruffians who plague this land, once and for all.
We are going to see your father, Hunwald. That's all.
Indeed, Eivor. With speed and purpose. You are the axle to my wheel, the spark to my tinder.
Hunwald, your father's ill, and your enemies have every advantage under the sun. Do you have a plan, or have I come all this way to watch you drink this watery piss?
Yeah.
Of course, my friend. I am a man of action above all else, ready to leap and dance and fight.
Listen, I've come to escort you to your father's side. We go now, or I walk?
Ah, yes, to Lincoln! Away! But with care. The road between here and there is teeming with brigands who wish me dead.
You daft lump of lard! A single Dane will not protect you against the whole of Mercia's army.
I think you're wrong, Alfgar. And here he'll prove it.
I'm hot for a fight, Snowdog. Give me half a chance, I'll stove your heathen face right in.
Have you ever seen a blood eagle, my Saxon friends?
A what?
A blood eagle. A raw, magnificent bird I'll tear from your guts. First, I crush your ribs. Then I pull out your lungs and stretch them into wings, so you can fly to your heaven as fast as possible.
Jesus, fucking heathen.
You canny fox. That was incredible. Like watching a captain navigate the roiling waters of an angry river. I must void my bladder, Eivor. Then we shall set forth in search of adventures new.
You travel with a marked man at your side.
He's with me. He'll be fine.
If I had a scribe jot down all the occasions I'd warn that stupid boy, I'd be the most written about man in history.
Alfgar, the boorish nag of Lincolnshire.
Yeah. What's up?
Caught me a sturgeon on the river yesterday.
Told Hunwald to stay near. Where did he wander off to? Hunwald is in trouble.
They call this pasty whelp a lord. Look at him.
Leave him be!
Jesus! He's brought a bloody Dane!
The same with the silver they's paying us.
Olá, tudo bem?
But I will survive. I must. Continue as you would, Eivor.
Obrigado.
I live! I am alive!
Sério?
Heaven have mercy!
Are you hurt?
Unbelievable! The Battle of Bottleston will be remembered for years to come!
Sério?
Alfgar! We have won our first
Gajo é mesmo
great
maluco.
victory!
Hunwald, are you hurt?
Never better,
We should get to Lincoln as quickly as we can.
Yes, you're right. Let's depart.
O gajo é maluco. Esse gajo é passado da cabeça.
What horrible souls are hunting me? Me, the son of a beloved elderman. Was it naive to believe my status as a nobleman held some sway over the churls and serfs of this shire? What cause have any to dishonor me?
Okay. Também não sei, filho. Nem me perguntes. Vão ter todos os podes.
What were you told when the guards exiled you?
Oh, scraps of nonsense. I woke to screaming. A man grabbed me, said I was an immediate danger to my father. Ha! Horse pucky! Mercian soldiers then shackled me, rode me blindfolded to the River Wash, and told me plainly, start anew elsewhere or face death in Lincolnshire.
What did they mean?
Oh, some nonsense about me praying for his death.
Oh, shit. Sai! Quase!
Oh, some nonsense about me praying for his death. Hungry for his inheritance.
Speak plainly, Hunwald. I can't help you if I don't know the full story. You hold no grudge against your father?
No, never. No, I suspect the order for my exile came from on high. Perhaps one of Burgred's final orders before he was deposed.
That would surprise me. Burgred was battling Danes until the end. He had bigger things to worry over.
Perhaps you're right, he's too contained. Here's Lincoln, the city of my birth, the cauldron of my present sorrows.
Mercian guards everywhere. Follow me.
Right behind you, Shadow Walker. My heart beats like the drums of your dragon boat.
This town was your home?
It was, and should still be. Oh, to see it now fills my eyes with tears.
Save weeping for prayers. We're not inside yet.
One day I won't have to skulk around this town with my face hidden. I will walk proudly.
Está trancada por dentro. Mas tem que subir, filho. Sobe. Cerveja, mano. Ei, não é português aqui, filho. É do antes. Adeus.
Hunwald! Praise God you live! I do, my dear Reaganhair. Body and soul. Tell my father his son has returned and in fighting form. It is urgent I speak with him.
I'm sorry, Lord, but your father has been taken.
Taken? When?
Weeks ago, Lord. And well ill he was when they carried him off. I wish I could say more.
Who took the Alderman? Was it soldiers or men of God?
There were men with swords, and those of the cloth. And a healer, too. One who had oft been a guest in this house.
Galwina. One of the sisters my father put great faith in. He still has friends in Lincoln. That's a good sign.
Bishop Herefrith among them. He's kept a vigil at the town hall, looking after things in your father's absence until he returns.
Will we find trouble there? At the town hall?
You mean soldiers and the like? Aye. There have been many, many more about since your father took his leave.
Right. We'll find a quiet way in if we can.
Peraí.
Who was that fellow?
Reagan Hare? He's an old fixture of my family's household. Loyal to the end. He helps run the place. And he's known me since I was but a little lordling. A simple fellow, but worth every pinch of his salt.
Primeiro quero ver. Tem aqui um. Quer ver este tesouro, depois quer ver aquele tesouro lá, mas à frente. Está aqui desse lado. Olá, tudo bem?
Must be blocked from the other side.
Sério? Faço isto. Está ali uma chave, mas acho que não adianta, filho. Esta porta está obstruída. Como é que eu destruo uma porta, não é? Esta porta não tem janela nem nada, cara.
Damn flames!
Ai, ai. Está a dar a sério. Vai dar a volta, vai. Obrigado. Também podia ser.
What do you see, Suna?
Obrigado. Eita. Falta uma chave. Tinha que faltar uma merda da chave. Mano. Aqui dentro? Meu Deus. Tem pena. para baixo da gente, supostamente. Olha, vê se saíste de trás, né? Ai! Obrigado. Trazer um gajo atrás de mim é uma merda. Os gajos empatam mais que ajuda. Obrigado. Vamos embora. Toma banho. Olha, sabes subir aqui para ir lá para cima? É mais fácil. Não? Sim? Talvez? Acho que não. Não interessa. Merda, como é que eu faço? Tem que dar a volta, puto.
Lincoln seems a good place to trade. The market is flush with goods.
Yes, it must be. Growing up, we never wanted for anything in my father's home. Bread, poultry, and field fruits of all manner. I suppose this is where our servants purchased them. Lincoln's boon was ours as well.
How often did you leave your house, Hunwald?
Oh, from time to time. Yes.
What do you see?
Ele passa, eu não. Ele passa, eu não, filho. Era já aqui uma guerra, Jesus.
Archer, Herevri, tell Lord Hunbeor his son has returned.
My lord, you're well.
Lord Hunwald, we had no news of your return. You might have sent a messenger and spared us the suspense.
Why so surprised to see my return, Bishop? Was I rumored dead?
Oh, worse than dead. It is my reluctant duty to report the rumor that you were lost in the north, bedding a Dane on some squalid farm.
Sorry.
I have no patience for insult and rumor. We have come to speak with Lord Hunbeor, that is all.
Lord Hunbeor has gone, I'm afraid. He would not say where to, but I'm sure he will return shortly. Once the storm has passed.
What on earth do you mean by that? What storm?
Your father feared for his life, Hunwald. In his weakened state, he could not defend himself. Not against a Dane, certainly.
How dare you? Eivor is above reproach.
See this from my view, Hunwald. You arrive after a strange absence, with a hired Viking in tow demanding to see your father. This does not, in my estimation, imply benign intentions.
Our coming here has nothing to do with you. This is a matter between the boy and his father.
I disagree. Everything this boy does concerns us. He's the son of our Elderman. I all but raised you, lad. Bounced you on my knee and taught you scripture. So when I tell you we don't know where your father is, nor why he left our hospice in his ailing state, it's because we don't know.
Come, Abbess. We should leave this young lord to his scurrying thoughts. There is nothing more of use we can say to him.
Take care, my boy.
Stay within these walls where you're safest. I'll have a look around, see what I can learn about your father.
If my father spent time at the hospice here, the healers who work there may know something. Talk to them if you can. Find out what they know.
Bem, mais umas habilidades. Bem, eu não sei. A gente agora vai para ganhar umas habilidades que são bala... não são meio caca, mas pronto, eu tenho que evoluir.
Hunwald's father was recuperating here not long ago. Someone may have seen him depart.
Aqui, mas aqui onde? Aqui onde estamos? E como é que se entra para lá mesmo? Socorro! Sobe. Outra. Logo 3.
You there. Do you know where your Elderman has gone?
I do not. And if you like your hide where it's at, you won't ask that round here again.
Where's the Elderman? Did you see where he went?
I don't know. Elderman who? Sorry, I'm busy.
Do you know where your Elderman is?
I can tell you a few things, but not here in the open. Follow me.
Ok. Parece que a velha sabe. Deixa equipamentos aqui perto logo. Olha, mas anda logo. Jesus. Sou bugado.
This is far enough. Tell me what you know.
Oh, I know loads of things about our Elderman. I know his favourite foods. I know when his bedclothes get changed. And I know he hates being bled with leeches. That sort of thing.
But where has he gone?
Ah, where? I have no bloody idea. Is that what you asked me?
Yeah.
Forget it.
Sério? Velha. Só faz perder tempo.
Are you the head sister here?
Aye. And I'm not too comforted by the sight of you wielding weapons like a war chief. We're a hospice, not a barracks. It's bad enough I've got these armoured codpieces watching me work. Now you!
No harm will come to you or those you care for. I'm only looking for your Elderman.
I'd be risking my neck telling you anything. And if my head rolls, these sick and ailing folk will follow me to the grave.
Your Elderman would agree. So the sooner I find him, the more quickly these prowling guards will leave your hospice.
Yeah.
That's a pleasant thought. Our lord was in a bad way here, and getting worse, in spite of our efforts. Then, quite against my instruction, some guards moved him out. I overheard them talking about a bathhouse. There's no working bathhouse in Lincoln. So, I gather they meant the old ruins just south of here, by the eastern walls.
Ruins, just south of here. I'll look there. Thank you.
I pray you find him. He's in desperate need of care.
Okay, obrigado. Porra. Ok. Se calhar, não sei, então assim, uma hora. Depois se calhar que apanho esses equipamentos em offline. É que o tempo de gravação não é muito.
Be my eyes, Sunan.
Our tunnels, if you ask me. What choice do we have? At least this way they'll leave us be. They killed one of their own. What's to stop them from splitting our skulls as well? Because they fear us, see? No one takes us for full.
Caralho! 3 facadas! Caralho! Bora lá.
These tunnels run deep. Was the Alderman fleeing to a hideaway beneath Lincoln?
Damn it!
Vou ver aqui mais. Certamente. Ok, tem aqui mais gente. Cuidado.
They will attack on sight here.
Eu não vou passar aqui por uma razão.
Pathetic!
Oi. É isso, eu tenho 2 a... Só tenho duas flechas, filho. Vou ter que buscar duas flechas. Se consigo buscar flechas, né? Arco longo, é isso? Gente, eu não tinha visto. Só também tem que ir lá acima. Esta merda está cheia de armadilhas. Armadilha de som.
Fighting here. About what? A violent struggle between nobles and bandits. The bandits didn't fare so well. A noble's cloak with the image of a swan. Looks like the alderman passed this way. I know a lonely door that would love to meet this key. A Saxon nobleman paid some bandits for permission to sneak through these tunnels on their way to Bolingbroke Castle.
Ah, alguém pagou para...
Mercian nobles made a deal with some bandits, paid them hush money to let them sneak through these caves. When the time came, the bandits ambushed the nobles. But it didn't end well for the bandits. In the struggle, the alderman's cloak was torn off. But he got away and headed east for Bolingbroke Castle. That's my best lead.
Estava a tentar mesmo matá-lo. Nada, falta.
Ah, fresh air.
Né? Merda das escombras. nem sei se é 500, é 100, não posso entender. A gente vai dar tempo, não é mesmo? Não me interessa. Agora não posso ajudar como eu disse.
Survey the area soon.
Deixa-me apanhar, não posso entrar.
I must be careful now.
All right.
Gold flash.
Storm brewing there.
Aí não vai chegar, né? Ah, vamos ser. grande bala. Grande louco.
What's going on? Hey.
Hey. Tudo bem?
What's going on? Stop right now! Respect!
I'm on the right track. That keep is well protected. Have a look, Sunan.
Eu tenho de andar aqui à volta.
sharp, brother.
Difícil isto. Complicado não entrar ali. Tem de ser alguma maneira de entrar sem ser para a porta da frente? É que eu não queria muito entrar para a porta da frente. Aqui só está uma subida. Merda. Vai ter que ser fixe. Que seja. Tudo bem? Aqui. Acho que eu também apanhei qualquer coisa aqui, uma pista qualquer. Eu tenho que estar aqui.
There now, my lord. All is prepared. Shall we begin the washing? Hey, who comes? Welcome, stranger. Are you here to pay tribute to our Lord Alderman?
Já está morto, filho. Há muito tempo.
Your Alderman is long past the days of good conversation.
Yet still he makes good company. I've been instructed to wash and prepare his earthly vessel.
Instructed by whom?
Soldiers. They brought him here as he protested, feebly. I did my best to make him comfortable, until he slipped away.
Hunwald deserves to know the truth about his father's fate. He is owed an inheritance, and deserves a chance to become Alderman himself.
All in good time, I imagine.
No, now.
When the guards put him in my care, I was told to keep all this a secret. Until the appointed time. When I asked who gave these orders, they struck me. I wish I could say more.
I've seen all I need to, but Hunwald will need proof.
Of course. You're welcome to search through his effects, though I'm not sure what trinket would best serve your purpose.
I'll find something. Dried herbs and berries, crushed into powder.
The time between my lord's departure and his burial is longer than usual. My lord must keep up appearances for his upcoming rites.
Truth is
A box of musty clothing, and a brooch with a crest. The house of the ferocious swan. This will do. I'll return this brooch to Hunwald in Lincoln. I hope the poor boy can withstand such ill news. Take care.
And you. I shall take you to your family crypt at Nettleton within Lincoln. There, you may lay beside your forehead.
Vamos embora. Tá longe. Eu acho que não posso sair enquanto eu estiver na zona vermelha. Por isso eu tenho que sair daqui o mais rápido possível. Onde é que é? Ih, eu não fiz. Eu não fiz o que eu fiz até lá, a sério. Olha, eu não quero ninguém atrás disso, não vai dar. Oi? Buraco. Mais um banco. Sério que tem jabalis atrás de mim? É para ali. Ah, Deus. Por que eu não faço logo o caminho direto? A volta.
I shouldn't be seen here. A hood should work.
Engraçado é que ninguém aqui nesta entrada está aqui para mexer. Eu devia ter feito isto antes de vir para cá. Quer dizer, antes de sair daqui, digo eu. Sobe. Não? É só por isto mesmo? Ah, pensava que tivesse aqui mais alguma coisa. Ok. Ok. Estes guardas. Está tudo bem? Só uma coisa, é como eu não gosto de vocês.
Eivor! What news?
Your father's dead.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The sigil of Hunbjorn's house. I found it near his body.
No. No, this cannot be. He was strong, a pillar of Lincolnshire. He cannot be gone. He...
Oh, you poor boy. I'm so sorry.
I am a man, Archer! Do you hear me? I am a man and I am my father's son! Do not forget it!
He's been dead for some time. That was obvious by the state of his corpse. One of you knows more than you're letting on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Hunwald. I had already asked a priest to administer last rites when your father disappeared.
What?
I didn't tell you sooner because I thought by some miracle he had survived.
You lied to me!
You silly, sobbing mooncalf. Will you never grow up?
Okay.
Lord have mercy on that woman. She should have said something. It was her duty to say something.
You need a new Elderman here, and it falls to King Ceolwulf to make that choice.
For once we find agreement, Eivor. The nobles here will convene a Shire moot to select a new candidate. The winner will stand before the king for approval.
Explain how this works, your Shire moot.
A moot is a meeting of lords. We convene from time to time to steer the course of our Shire.
It was always my intention to convene a moot, but between our troubles in Lincoln and the bandits' raids, we slipped into a pattern of convenience.
Hunwald is an obvious candidate, but I don't trust any of you beyond the tip of a spear. I'll see to it that he is protected until your Shire moot gathers.
None here wishes the boy ill, but do what you think necessary.
Apart from Hunwald, who else will stand for the Elderman's seat?
If I may be so bold, I should like to put my name forward. Under my care, this Shire has found some peace this past month.
I will offer my name as well. My family has ancient ties to this land, and I am proud to say I have forged quite a friendship with the Danes to the north.
Okay.
Good. My priests will spread word of the moot across the Shire and will convene in a few days' time.
Do visit my estate, Eivor. I have something for you. Something I think you'll enjoy.
I'll find the time.
Eivor, a word if you don't mind.
Is the word Christ or pagan?
I deeply regret my churlish ways when we first met. I did not treat you as my god commands, with kindness and love.
Love is a difficult feeling to command.
Yes, quite. In any case, thank you for putting this mystery to rest. I do hope we'll see you at the moot.
Eu não sei. Alguém quer fazer mal ao
Hunwald's
puto?
death an open secret. Hunwald's enemies may strike again. I should find him before they do. Archer went to console him. I should follow her.
Vou ter mais missões. Cadê isso? Depois vou para aqui 3 para cima. Olá com hacha. Passo por uma folha aberta. Ah, posso passar? Tá. Sabe uma coisa, Natina? Deixa-me ver uma coisa. Estar longo. Peraí. É melhor que aquele que eu tenho. Joga uma bomba fumosa após disparar um prazo máximo. E está a 3. Este tem 100 e a coisa. Depois aqui.
Archer, where is Hunwald?
I tried to console him, but he pushed me away. I love the boy, I do. But I fear what would happen if he took his father's title. He's fragile and scattered. I saw him ride north, following the paved Roman road. To the old tall tree where he often passed time with his father, I imagine.
Hunwald loved you like family and you lied to his face.
In my way, I was trying to protect him. Oh, Saint Cuthbert, give me strength.
Oath and ale work better than your prayers and saints.
Então, vai. Não, eu não quero fight com vocês. Eu não sei se seja preciso. Hey, olha aí.
Please, this is a mistake. I've told you my name is not. I told you to shut your flappers. They said a Dane would likely follow close by, and lo and behold. Let's spill some in this. Help me down.
Yeah. Bueno.
Seems that I didn't right.
Caralho, as voltas que ele dá, só para encontrar a merda da estrada. Pois é. Ainda é nesta coisa, é depois. Ok. Espero que não passe por nenhum guerreiro. Aí. Já os vi.
Go.
My
eyes.
No! These woods are... Oh, these woods. I remember the days we spent here together. Eivor, what a pleasant surprise. Would you drink with me?
Hunwald.
Come, sit. Stay with me a while and contemplate the view.
Let's have a drink. To the memory of your father.
Here we go, sailing among the leaves so green.
Do not gorge on grief, nor give in to sadness, but let your aching love light the mead of your eyes and lead you to triumph.
That is quite lovely. My father would have liked you. He liked all those who could swing a sword and speak a verse with ease. He and I used to wander up this way all the time. He would take me hunting, and I would catch the most wretched little things if I caught anything at all. I was a rubbish hunter. But he always said he was proud. Each and every time.
A toast.
A toast. A Lincoln show you.
To this great land that bore you. It was here long before your father, and it'll be here long after he's gone. Skull!
Skull.
Skull.
And then my father says, it's the right goat, but it's the wrong end. Oh, my Swanborough loves that one. She has a great sense of humor, my lady love. Father would have liked her.
Right. Your Dane lady love. She sounds lovely. Too lovely to be real.
You know what? We should visit her. We should go to Grimsby. Grimsby. Yes, there's no time to lose.
Okay.
After you.
Vamos lá. Conhecer a tua namorada.
Nothing like drinking and riding to jostle your troubles away.
And the contents of your gut.
Now come and enjoy the splendor of my shire.
You Saxons and your tiny splendor. You've never seen mountains, have you? Or deep fjords, like a giant's axe wound? Or towering falls that steam in the dead of winter? Snow sparkling like a blanket of jewels? That is splendor.
Well, if your homeland is so splendorful, why come to England at all?
Yeah.
You can't grow crops on a blanket of jewels.
Ha! Very true.
I'll admit, your countryside does take the breath away.
Quite so, quite so. I love this land. And should I follow my father's footsteps, I shall do my solemn duty to protect it. I know many think me foolish, inexperienced, but I would ask that they judge me by my future hopes, not my past reputation. If I am given sway over this land and show myself to be a poor leader, shame me, punish me, of course, but give me that chance. My God, just to have that chance.
What was that?
Birds, Eivor! Has no one told them today is a day of grief?
Quiet.
Peraí. Cria. Quem cria da leite. Deixa-me meter este aqui.
Stop here. Something isn't right. I'll find the trouble before it finds us. Hide and fight, Hunwald! Now!
Hello.
lads. We have this. You're mine.
Caralho, isso não. Olha aqui.
Dead. Strike for Christ.
Oh, caralho.
Well struck, Eivor.
Alguém quer terminar, meu
That's
filho.
twice they've tried to kill you, Hunwald.
And twice failed.
We had luck. But if you're not more careful, they will succeed. Someone in Mercia wants you dead. And they'll kill anyone in the way to see it done.
Yes, including my dear Swanborough, my lady love. Come, let us hurry away.
I'm serious, Hunwald. Are you hearing me?
Plain and clear. Follow me.
Hunwald, are you sure this place is safe?
The safest spot in the Shire, yes. Here I am with a chance to be Alderman, but I have yet to prove myself worthy. To you, to the Shire, to her. I can do nothing without my darling lady. You've made me realize how much I've neglected her through this fatal stupor of mine.
This I must see for myself.
Vai, bati na corda. Estão a tentar aqui matar o puto. Alguém quer a morte dele. Está bem claro, sim. Sim, mas sim.
Follow my voice, Bjarte! Oh, thank the heavens! There she is!
É aquela ali.
Hunwald, I thought for sure you'd be dead. Why didn't you send word?
It has been far too long, my little jewel. I'm so very sorry for that.
I'm fine, my love. I wilted without you, but still I grow. And who is this?
Ah, yes. I am proud to present Eivor of the Raven clan.
Hello, Eivor.
Olá.
A pleasure to meet you.
Me too.
You really have been courting a Dane. It's a side of you I didn't expect.
People say we're an odd couple. I do not care much what people say.
As every boat needs an anchor, every man needs his Swanborough. The light of my life. Eivor has been my champion as I stake my claim in Lincolnshire. But I'm afraid it hasn't gone as well as I'd hoped.
What's happened?
My father is dead. Died of a cruel disease, apparently. Then shunted off to a cellar for burial.
Oh, my love, I'm sorry.
And someone in your shire wants to make sure Hunwald follows his father to the grave.
Let them try. I'll cut their throats.
A shire moot will soon be held. Hunwald should stay here, out of sight, until he can attend.
What if I left it all behind, my love? Forget my father's seat. What if I stayed here with you? Just the two of us.
Hunwald, no. This Shire must be led with courage and heart. Follow in your father's footsteps and lead the Shire as he did.
Rest, Hunwald. By sunrise you'll have shed all your tears and pissed out the last of the ale.
Eivor is right, Hunwald. Tomorrow is a new day.
Yes. Yes, resting next to my angel will heal all that is broken within me.
Be well, Eivor. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Keep watch over that one. Men have come for him more than once.
Yeah.
My blade will keep him safe.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah. Okay. Não sei porque que às vezes isto não dá. Isso. Onde é que ele está? Longe. Cadê? É daqui para ali, já é mais fácil. Já, fazer daqui para ali. É mais perto. Corto metade do caminho. Quanto é que eu tenho de habilidades? 153. Não estou muito longe. É que está forte, olha. Cortei metade, literalmente metade do caminho. Hello, fellas. Hello. Ei, bora lá.
You killed him! Die!
Die! This? I killed the enemy.
Go!
Esta música eu não sei.
Eivor, welcome to my estate, old friend.
Então, tudo bem?
Thane Elfgard. It's an impressive amount of land you oversee.
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved elderman, Hunbeort, before his untimely passing.
Okay.
He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
This has the feeling of a bribe, Ulfgar. Are you trying to win my favor for some reason?
Bribe you? Heavens no. This is a simple gift of thanks for solving the mystery of Hunbeort's disappearance. Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us.
Okay.
Leave aside talk of politics and shire moats. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see.
Sério?
To be plain, Eivor, a great bear has been badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear?
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is all but ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. Today, it needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
Sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. It may be I should put my name in for Elderman.
There it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god. I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like Hereford and Hunwald say. You Danes are damned decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember when the Danes first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified. Not of being raided, but of their spouses being seduced away. With all your perfumes and braiding and grooming and bathing even. How novel.
I hear you Saxons bathe. What? Are we hunting, Elfgard? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
Hunting, definitely.
Carai.
The bear's lair should be nearby.
Sorry, não era para te chamar.
Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
Yes, and how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a hunt as you made plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right, very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to Eivor. Perhaps you know each other, as one Dane to another.
I'm Norse, actually. Something you might learn by asking. Well met, Grim. Glad to have you along.
Hey, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point of all this. We're hunting, I promise.
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Elfgard claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we?
Shall we?
There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our salt.
I have a divine rule over the land of my estate. God shall provide. Have no worry.
This is the threshold of the beast's home. There's no doubting that. That's not a bear. Wolves.
Wolves everywhere. There's not a bear in sight. Smoke! My God! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
Eivor! You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this, but please! By God, help me with this!
I'm in this fight with you. A clutch of puny Mercians don't frighten me.
My people are fleeing! They must get to safety!
Someone waited until you were away to set your world aflame.
This place is heavily guarded.
On the right!
Get behind if you can! Go up! Damn you!
No! Out! Out! Oh, save your welcome!
Shit!
Shit!
The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these fires out.
Agreed.
Ah, muito estranho.
What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
You're a man of many riches, Alfgar. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toilet. Sweet Lord in heaven! The bear is returned!
Oi?
The Shire mood will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well. Elfgar! Careful!
Ah, bora lá. Já está.
There, you see? Didn't I promise you a rousing hunt? Brilliant! Simply brilliant!
Bem, para começar ali mais umas frutas e vou lá assim. Vou lá com acha. Yeah. Já estamos quase nas 2 horas, maltinho. É isso. É também esta coisa ainda está para terminar. Este é o outro. Eu estou suspeitado do padre. Não sei. O Cunora, não sei como é que se chama. Foi atacado, lá o miúdo, agora este também foi atacado e foi a coisa. Ele ficou tipo meio surpreendido quando o puto voltou, não sei. Estou a suspeitar que ele é ele que está atrás desta merda toda.
Archer, is everything ready?
The Shire moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Sim.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire moot for myself. I'll follow.
Esta música não sei.
When will the boat begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man.
Sério?
It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Oi?
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
Elfgar and Hunwald were attacked recently, and your bishop remains fearful. It's clear someone wants this stopped.
They tried, yes, but they did not succeed. Praise be to God.
I kept them safe, not your god.
I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
Não sei, o puto não é digno, o padre é suspeito, eu vou suspeitar, eu vou meter, Vou botar no outro.
3 men, 3 possible futures. Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them? It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself. All 3 have strengths and weaknesses.
O nome não vai ser.
Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good Elderman, but a faithful ally? I choose Alfgar. He is sturdy and competent, and his wealth will be a boon.
It is decided. By the grace of God, the new Elderman is Lord Alfgar of Lincoln.
God has spoken, and his voice is a clarion call. As your Ealdorman, I will work to better this Shire, to foster peace between its people, and to serve our king.
Eu não estou a gostar da cara
bless you all.
do
Let
bicho.
us all raise our cups. A
Eu estou a
toast
desconfiar que ele
to
seja
our
da hora.
new Elderman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
Oh shit!
Septic rot has overtaken this Shire.
I
Sickness
knew
for
it!
which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Merda!
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
Eu estava a desconfiar dele.
Steel yourself.
God! Another battle!
Hold steady. Grab it in your hand.
God deliver us from this evil! Men of Lincolnshire, stand firm! Defend your Elderman! Kill these horses!
Is this how that guard welcomes a new Elderman?
Finish him.
Oh caralho.
Now we're ready. Oh God! Let's bleed you! I can put you!
Bastard bishop. What's his endgame?
Caralho.
Your troubles begin early, Alfgar.
We'll find and kill that man.
To think such carnage could happen in Lincoln.
The grief tosser can't have gone far. Raise a feared and march against what men he has left.
Agreed. Hunwald, will you fight with me?
I will. For the sake of Lincolnshire, I bloody will.
Eu sabia que o padre tinha alguma merda estranha, meu. Tipo, quase teve nem cara, meu. Depois demora tanto tempo para fazer o loading. Ok.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the remaining wounded, until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God, or the gods, protect you.
Caralho, o gajo é um filho da mãe do pior, meus. Peraí, não tinha qualquer coisa aqui em cima que era vapor. Ah. Temos de ir para 400 metros acima. Ok. Se eu consigo apanhar aqui umas plantas, estou muito fraco. Peraí, é mais grande aqui. Queria ver se conseguia arranjar a vida. Rações. Comprar rações. Eu vou ter que ir aqui no estado.
Welcome. You should always be fully stocked. Yes, this will strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. Until next we meet.
Peraí.
One of my better pieces.
Isto é uma espada longa? Eu não sei. Se for, era fixe.
You look so strong and powerful. You wouldn't regret getting this.
Tem tatuagem, não é?
Leaving already? Shame.
I must be on my way now.
Isto é quê? De mão grande ou de mão pequena? Isto é uma faca pequenina. Oh, peraí. Fiz. Só que, pronto. Ok, finalmente estou as espadas. Mas só que é para enfrentar o conde não vou conseguir. Eu consegui aqui voar. Está aqui um porto? Não sabia.
Such carnage I've never seen. That twisted bit.
What news?
We've learned that Herefrith occupies a fort at Anacastra, south of here. An eager fear awaits my boys to lead him into battle. Will you ride with us?
I've gone some days without a proper siege. Lead on.
To the camp then, and onward to Anacastra. Follow, if you will.
Herefrith was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Yep. Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herefrith is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Herefrith were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her work carried on.
We are the men of Lincolnshire! Remember it!
Our camp is just here. When the Feared is ready, we'll attack with speed.
The sooner the better. Herefrith will entrench deeper with every passing hour.
Oh, capitão. Que é o capitão?
Our warsmith has arrived. The Feards are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, can we win this battle with the small number you see assembled here?
If they fight as strongly as they smell, we'll claim victory.
Then we'll have no cause for worry. We should attack soon, before the bishop can muster more troops. What do you think, Eivor?
We attack now. Ready the Feared.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside. Who's fit?
Bora lá.
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
Let's hit them hard! Look out!
Not much longer, Troll! Fight, men! Fight until your livers hang from your mouths!
Need to find a way past that palisade. An explosion can do it. Or I can try hitting it with a springald.
Watch your arse! I got him! My God, Elgar! Thank you when the bleeding is done! Aids me, O Lord! God won't let us lose!
Herefried has gone mad.
Venha matá-lo.
You, point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scoundrel's coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
It's a respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost. Continue the work of God, my boy. Kill this pagan!
Já foste.
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancients did. That's the folly of mankind, Hiravrid. We wallow in our failures like happy pigs in a sty of shit. You should have learned to enjoy it.
fixe, a motinho.
Eivor! You fought as one possessed by a demon today.
Hereford may yet have allies in Mercia, members of his secret order. But the immediate danger is past.
You have my deepest thanks, Eivor. To you I owe all my future happiness and prosperity.
It's a shame Hunwald was not fit to don his father's boots. But he can bring joy to the people here. Treat him well.
Yes, about that. I believe he has a somewhat different idea of his future. You should talk to him.
About?
Until next we meet, Eivor. The strength of Lincolnshire is yours, should you need it.
Okay.
We are bonded now. Your people and mine.
I have found better friends in Danes, to be honest. Swanborough is my love, and you are a better friend to me than any here. Would it be an imposition to ask... Well, could we live with your clan? Swanborough and I. It would mean so much to her. And to me.
Of course you may. We'd be happy to host you, ferocious Swan. And your charming Dane. Come when it suits you.
Oh, yes! I'll pull my weight, I promise. And fight when needs be, and I won't drink more than I'm allotted.
You fight with us, Hunwald, and you can drink as much as you like.
Thank you, Eivor. This means... it means the world to me.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Bem, maltinha. Vais ficar por aqui, neste episódio. Espero que vocês tenham gostado, porque isto foi uma coroação bastante acirrada. E é isso, espero que vocês tenham gostado. Não se esqueçam de deixar o vosso like. Isto é tudo com vocês, RubenK. E fui. Obrigado a todos.